Hello and welcome back everyone to my next installment in my Pokemon series here on how to play them. I'm going to be looking at Weezing. I really like Weezing. I think he's a really interesting Pokemon in the way that he just looks kind of odd, and he's always interested me since first generation. He's a poison typing, so we're going to be looking at that. And poison typing, as I've talked about before, is really good, and since he has the ability to levitate, he's only weak to one thing. He has a 2x times weakness to psychic, and then everything else is either neutral or resistant, which is fighting, poison, bug, grass, and fairy. And fairy's pretty common right now, so this resistances work out really nice. Excuse me. And now we're gonna hop over here to Pokemon Showdown here, and we're looking at Pokemon Showdown now. And the first set that I'm looking at, basically, you're gonna be looking at a special defensive tank kind of thing, and we're going to have black sludge on them since it's really nice to have other than leftovers if you're a poison type. We're going to be maxing out the HP, so you're going to be at 334 HP, which is pretty nice. And then basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to go with an impish nature, because impish is going to boost up that regular defense without having to put any investment into it because it's already fairly high. You're going to be at 303 defense, and then special defense is going to be at 239 whenever you max out all your points in it. And then, so that's going to be pretty decent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is going to burn them, and then it's going to make that defense of yours go up even higher. You're going to have around probably 450 defense because you're going to cut their attack in half. So that's some insane amount of physical wall right there. Then you have Stockpile. You can stockpile once or twice. You get at least one stockpile off after the Will-O-Wisp. You're going to be absurdly tanky with over 500 defense and over roughly 350 special defense, so you're going to be pretty tanky. And then what you're going to do is just, if you need to toxic them, I would toxic them. If you need to Will-O-Wisp them, Will-O-Wisp them. If they're physical, Will-O-Wisp them. If they're a special attacker, you can toxic them. That kind of helps spread it out a little bit more. And then basically Pain Split is when you get low on health and you know that you can survive at least one more hit. You Pain Split them, recover your health. Black Sludge then comes in at the end of the turn, recovers even more of your health, and then you're ahead of them at the end of the turn. So that's the first set. Second set we're going to be looking at, we got weakness policy. So if you're actually versing a psychic type, switch in on this and you're going to pretty much sweep from there, because what you're going to do is you're going to be a bulky physical sweeper. You're going to be maxing out your EVs here and or getting close to max on your HP. And then you're going to want to go max out the special attacks. You're going to have 295 special attack with the modest nature, which is pretty nice. And then weakness policy, of course, raises your special attack by 2 stages. So if you can get the weakness policy to proc on a psychic Pokemon, they're pretty much done and done. Like there's no hope for them, because then you can just Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and then Pain Split to recover some health back whenever you start to get low. So basically what you're going to want to look at is doing Dark Pulse, Flamethrower. All these have 100% accuracy. If you want to go with like a more risky kind of approach, you could do like Fire Blast and stuff. That 85% accuracy on Fire Blast, and then the Thunder has a 70% accuracy as well. I'm not really a big fan of those, so I kind of go with just a little bit less attack. But if you can get the weakness policy off, then you're going to be pretty set. Okay, so over here we're going to be looking at an Assault Vest set, because Assault Vest is a really interesting item, and of course it raises your special defense by 1.5 times, but you can only select damaging moves. So basically what we're going to be running here is another sweeper, and we're going to have a nice even 200 special defense here, so that way it gets boosted to 300. So you have 300 special defense, which is actually more than what the tank is over here without having any stockpiles or anything on it. So 300 special defense is pretty nice with 347 defense, and then you're going to max out your HP. Then you're going to come over here and pretty much I just went all out attack. I mean, since you're not really investing in anything in attack or special attack, 90 and 85 aren't the best stats, but you can make them work since you're basically going to be really tanky. You're going to be able to get at least 1 Giga Impact off, maybe 2. And then that's going to do quite a bit of damage if they hit, and it's 90% accuracy. I don't really like that too much, but I mean you're pretty much going to hit every time. And then that 150 power is just going to do some insane amount of damage. Explosion here is kind of just your end all, like you're down to, you can survive at least 1 more hit. You just do explosion, finish them off, do a lot of damage to them. Sludge Bomb is going to be your stab move. You got 90 base power on it plus stab, and then you have a 30% chance of poisoning them, and then Of course, we got Fire Blast here. I don't really like Fire Blast, but like I said, we're trying to just go all out in damage. Since we didn't invest anything in damage, we're just going to try and get as much power out as we can. So basically, this 85% accuracy, you kind of got to ignore it because you just got to get as much attack out, or as much special attack and attack out, since you're going to be using both. And they're both fairly even right now. So I think that's a pretty good set, and you should be able to survive at least 1 or 2 hits, and you're going to be at least probably a 3-hit Pokemon, so you're going to at least get one of these off on them. So that's my guide for Weezing, and leave a like, share it, and let me know what you think of it.